Hi there. Welcome. Hi everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for returning. If you are returning, if you're new, thank you so much for giving it a shot. Stick it out till the end. You might find something that you resonate with and enjoy and like, a nugget of truth even. This is going to be a fun little freestyle bonus reading for, I'm going to start with Taurus because you guys received the money reading from a few weeks ago so well, and it's still getting a lot of views, and I appreciate that immensely. So to show my gratitude and thanks, I'm going to start with you guys. So let's see, I'm going to do one card from each of my tarot decks, I think, and then a Lenormand card, and I'm just going to basically do one card from every deck that I have, which is not a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tarot decks and 1 oracle and a Lenormand. So 8 cards, plus I'm going to read from a book that I have called Notes from the Universe by, I think, David Cooley. Mike Dooley. Wow, I was way off. Whatever. I'll show you the cover of it in a minute when I read from it, but I'm going to read a passage from that. Just get a little note from the universe. If you haven't already, take a second to connect. Do some breath work. Connect to Source, to your spirit guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. If you have singing bowls, now would be a really good time to utilize them. I think I'm going to get a Tibetan singing bowl. I've been wanting some for years, but have never invested, and I feel like it's time. Yeah, let's just get into it, see what comes out. Just a little bonus for you guys. Let's see. Today is the 1010 portal, the readings that I just posted for the 1010 portal. What energies you guys should be wrapping up. And, oh my God. Like I just said, wrapping up, letting go. This is what you need to let go of. Right now is the time to do it with this portal. If there's any sort of negative thought patterns, negative habits that you had, toxic patterns, habits, relationships, attitudes towards yourself or towards money, now is the time to cut ties with it. And let it be done for good. Let it be gone for good. And then walk through this portal, let it close behind you, and leave this shit there. This is being tied in a controlling, toxic situation, relationship with money even. Could be a boss. There's just a lot. This is a very toxic, controlling, negative in general card. This could also speak to drinking habits, problems, drug habits, addictions, problems, and needing to make now, like literally today, be the day that you cut that shit off and move on from it. Whether that's most likely for you guys a material thing. I don't really want to say obsession, but maybe just a propensity, I think is the word I was looking for, towards excessive shopping, spending, shopping to make yourself feel better, that kind of toxic toxicity you need to let go of, because what is on the other side is amazing. I really do feel like this, because I was talking about money and a card of money fell out, so I really do feel like this feeling, whatever it is that you need to let go of, is surrounding money, so you can embrace a new start, a new beginning, new savings, new spending habits, new investing habits. This is you investing in things that become very fruitful and prosperous, and another stream of income, essentially, is what I see coming from this. You guys had some really good money readings recently, so this does not surprise me at all that that's what's on the other side of this portal for you. Alright, what else? For Taurus right now. What else do they need to know about? Be aware of. Keep an eye on. Alright, so speak to me and through me for, okay, this could have something to do with a Libra, specifically I'm getting strongly, Aquarius or Gemini. There could be a relationship that needs to end, or a friendship even, I just heard. Alright, that is those ones. Now let's go to our vintage ones. These were all my grandmother-in-laws, my daughter's great-grandmother. And she passed a few years ago. And her family gifted me, so my son's dad and his family gifted me some of her tarot decks, so I have a handful of them now. These are the two that I have out, or one of the two that I have out. So let's see what your ancestors are saying about this. This could also be a father who has an addiction, who you're needing to maybe distance yourself from for a little bit until they figure their shit out, because it could be affecting you. It could be affecting your income and how much money comes your way, because you're kind of fostering this connection that is toxic. Yeah. Definitely, if you recently went through a breakup, and Mercury is in retrograde right now, so it is definitely the time for exes to come slinking back, or for you to get the urge to text an ex, maybe that you didn't get closure with, or you didn't have a very good breakup. Maybe you did something that felt a little shady, or you moved on really fast and you feel bad about it. Don't reach out to that ex. Please, for the love of God, don't respond to an ex that messages you, texts you, emails you, fucking whatever they're trying to do. Don't respond to it. You are not responsible. If this is a connection with an addict or an alcoholic, recovering or otherwise, you are not responsible for their healing, for their path to sobriety, for them being sober. So if they do have a relapse, it is not on you. I don't know why. That's very specific for maybe one person, but it needed to be said. So, Queen of Roses, the leader. Okay, I don't even have. I think this is fire. Shit. I don't even have the book. Wings are air, I believe. Yes. Wings are air, so shells are water. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure roses are fire energy. I don't know, because it's weird. Gems are earth. Okay. Right? Yeah. So what do I have out? Roses. Okay, yes. Sorry. Oof. I should have thought twice before using this deck, and that's why I never use it, because I think I looked at it once and figured out what they were, but I haven't used it in so long. Maybe I should use it more. Alright. Queen of Wands. So this is a feminine fire. I feel like this is you and your energy that you're going to be kind of maintaining, stepping into, tapping into on the other side of this connection. Yeah, it's just, well, that didn't take long. I didn't even have to say anything. Thank you, Lois. Queen of Pentacles. Alright. We're getting lots of people in the mix. You could just be really social right now. It's a really social time for you. But I feel like this is you embodying all of these energies. These ones. Keep this shit. This is, I feel like this is separate outside of you. But the Queen of God damn it, Kaylin. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles showing up here together is pretty amazing. It is quite the combination of energies to have. It's the ultimate entrepreneur energy, because the Queen of Pentacles is the one who takes care of the day-to-day, who keeps the business going on the minute scale, minute to minute, day to day. The Queen of Wands, I don't know why that's so hard. Queen of Roses, let's just call it what it says on the, no I can't, Wands, Queen of Wands, is the one who has the foresight, who sees the big picture, who, it says here, the leader. She is the leader. She's the one with the ideas that even present themselves to be backed by this person. This is the bank, the person with the money, and this is the one who has the ideas and the passion to keep it going. So you embodying both of these at this time on the other side of this portal. When I say that, I mean like tomorrow and beyond. It's like you're stepping through this opening, and when it closes, it's severing ties with this and leading you directly to this. It's like this energy is washing over you, and you're just, or like a robe, a robe being donned onto your back is also the imagery that I'm getting. And you're just like in this very powerful, sure of yourself, of what direction that you're going, how you're going to maintain and acquire and amass more wealth. This is a gift from the universe, and this is speaking to you receiving that gift and knowing how to use it. And again, if this is like a shopping addiction, spending habits, poor spending habits, this is you doing some sort of cord. I feel like if you haven't already today, you should be doing some sort of cord cutting ceremony, so you can move freely into this energy. And yeah, but this, I feel, is like what's being left behind. A toxic connection to an air sign. Excuse me. And when I say say people signs, it could also be a Capricorn, obviously. When I say people signs, it's any placements in their chart, and we typically only know people's sun signs unless we know them very well. And then maybe we know like their moon or their rising or their full chart. But so if I say Capricorn, like, oh, well, they're a Virgo, so like, okay, but you don't know what their Mars placement is, or their Venus, or their, you know what I mean, their moon even. They could have a ton of Capricorn in their chart. So don't write it off too quickly is all I'm saying, because you never know the full picture. Unless you do, then write it off. Alright. This could very likely be a job as well that you're finally getting the courage to leave behind so you can step into entrepreneurship and start your own thing, because this really feels like a really strong new beginning with money. A new love relationship with money even. Maybe you've had kind of a tumultuous up and down roller coaster past with money. We got the Queen of Coins twice. These cards are kind of hard to see from a distance. I'm going to hold it up. That's the Queen of Coins. With the Queen of Coins. With the Queen of Wands. With the Ace of Coins. You guys are very much getting a handle on your finances, and you're very secure in yourself, in your surroundings, in your home. You could be upgrading your home. You could be expanding it, building on, adding to, acquiring more income properties even, I just heard. This could also speak to you and a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, female energy, feminine energy I should say, not female, feminine energy, going into business together and it being very lucrative and prosperous. It could even be a team of 3 women, really strong, powerful, connected women, all putting, or feminine energy, sorry, I don't know why I keep wanting just to assign gender. Feminine energies, and I feel like everybody is putting in their equal amount of coin, going in on something. It could be a building, I'm hearing. You could be someone who has their own business, who is like an independent, like massage therapist or something like that, and you're getting a space with someone who does acupuncture and someone who does, I don't know, Reiki, whatever, or a salon, and you're getting a salon with someone who does nails and Rejuviderm or whatever the name of that is. You know what I'm saying. It feels like you guys are all on the same page, all on the same path, but you're going about it different ways. You guys are very complementary to each other. Not only energy-wise, but business-wise. I feel like your guys' businesses will all thrive because of this. Being in the same building, like you guys will cross a lot of clients, that kind of thing, which you feel like you knew. 6. Well, that was very personal. Okay. I just saw 626, which is my birthday. There's a 6 here, and then a 26 on the bottom of that deck. And that's my birthday. It's one of my signs. That I'm like, you know what I don't have to explain it to you. Anyways, thank you for that. The clouds, I'm actually going to read about this because I don't know the Lenormand. It's the fairy tale Lenormand, and I'm not like super in the know about all of the fairy tales, honestly. The number 6 could be significant to you. Or to this person, if this speaks to a connection, I feel like 6s could be significant to them as well. Depression, confusion, sadness. A young girl must go on a prince-finding journey in the Norwegian tale East o' the Sun, West o' the Moon. In this beast of a tale, The young beauty, this is why I don't really like fairy tales, that whole trope, the damsel in distress needs to be saved, waiting on her prince, she couldn't have done it without him. He's her dream come true. In this beast of a tale, the young beauty goes off to live with a polar bear, okay? She misses her family, so the bear allows her to go home with a warning that her mother will try to confuse her. He says if she lets her mother speak to her one-on-one, that their happy life will come to a terrible end. Even with the warning, she succumbs to her mother. As she predicted, she lets the mother's words confuse her. Her actions bring bad luck to her and the bear prince. Eventually there is a happy ending, but this is a tale of sadness that can transpire when confusion clouds your mind. This card highlights things that can go wrong. Where the clouds show up, gloomy thoughts shroud the situation. You should pay attention to the two sides of the clouds. The dark side shows the negative, but the light side can point to a brighter path. Well, there's nothing there, so the opportunities abound you. Endless. I feel like this just confirms what I was talking about earlier. If you have an ex who tries to reach out to you, don't even engage. There's nothing but toxicity and them trying to drag you back into their dysfunction. I wouldn't allow it. Also, if same goes for friendships that you've cut off, connections with family members. This spoke about a mother. You could have an air sign mother, although this is the Father of Swords. Could have been a single mother who kind of presented as both the provider and the caregiver, the nurturer, or just abandoned their nurturing duties altogether and focused more on the providing, so they present as more of a father figure, which is typical with single moms, I guess. I forgot what I was... Oh, I was going to do one of these. But yeah, I just feel like with this retrograde and this portal that we're stepping through and it being Libra season, I just feel like there's a lot of people trying things, trying to word things a certain way to open a door back up, or trying to pique your interest in something, even posting on social media, hoping that you look at it and get drawn back in, or they can, I don't know, just still, I feel like there's a lot of silly shit going on, but what you need to focus on is this. We're just going to move away and stay over here. Let this guy blow all this shit, because it said he's like blowing all this shit out of the way. Let him just remove this and let's let it be that. I feel like you guys have too much good shit going on to worry about this. I would definitely do a cord cutting ritual. I do offer them. If you don't necessarily know how to perform them, you can just email me or comment if you're interested, and I'll reach out to you. It's probably easiest to email me and we can have a conversation there, what all that entails. But it's very simple. I don't even really have to know the situation, because I used to offer them. I actually still do. I just didn't open it up, this portal, for whatever reason. It's not too late though. Because I usually offer them to like a collective, a large collective, and there's lots of people that participate. So I don't know everybody's specific situation. I just have a certain language that I use that cuts cords for the people I focus the energy on. So, but I feel like it'd be a good idea for you to, if you don't know how to do it, you can also look it up. It's quite simple. Or you could also recall back any energy that you have willingly or unwillingly given away to those around you. Call it back to yourself. Ooh, this is a long reading for not having very many cards. And I still haven't done your note from the universe, so I should probably shorten these up a little bit. Alright, can we get one card out of here, please? Stark contrast to this one that like fell out like as soon as I touched it. It just like, oh, here I am. Bitch, here I go. That's two. Let's just take the one on the top. Priestess and Starseed. Okay, we'll take both. How are you being called to step up and lead? And we have the leader here. You are definitely being called to lead in some capacity. Take the lead not only in your own life, but in a capacity of your community as well. This is an action card, I believe. Let's read Starseed first because I got to it first. What lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission, to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated somewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and that there is something they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain relentless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs. We get it, okay. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. What lights you up? Oh, Priestess is right behind it. That's funny. This is very interesting. It's just doubling down on what I was talking about earlier, this Queen of Wands energy that you're stepping into, that you're putting on. The Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, it helps if you don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be your message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. I hate that saying, this thing called life. You're right. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. You're right. I need to take my own advice, which was pointed out to me in Scorpio's 10/10 portal reading. Apparently I said something mean. I don't remember what it was because I'm not generally a mean person. And even more so when I'm doing people's readings, like I don't just blurt out nastiness, but I apparently said something that was not nice. So I need to zip my lip. The difference between a follower and a leader is that the leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine a light. We're getting that imagery twice. Don't dim your light, shine your light, share your story. These are all things that you need to do right now. They light a path. They shine a light on the path for others to venture forward to. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it's because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for the exact same thing as you were and are and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they might even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up. Embrace your struggles and peaks and troughs. You don't need to know the way. Just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. How are you being called to step up and lead? How can you be the leader you wish you had? So, I think that is confirmation of exactly what I was saying. This double mission card, I don't know. I feel like I was talking about okay, so back to this situation with it being a three dynamic situation. I feel like you are being called to initiate that situation, that conversation, that idea, spark that idea, plant it in whoever's head, and see where it goes. I feel like you're going to be the leader of this pack, the one that brings this community together. Yeah. And it definitely feels like a healing modality, Reiki, massage therapy, yoga, any of these modalities with this Starseed card here, raising the consciousness of the collective while raising your own consciousness. I feel like it's definitely a path that you're on, and it's a very lucrative one, I will say that. Not only based on your money readings, but also just this alone. 2 Queen of Coins and the Ace of Coins. Like, ultimate stability is growing even more stable and growing in every capacity even. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to read from this for you guys. Sorry. And then I promise I'll wrap it up. Alright, what page? In life, you can only ever be scared when you believe in limits. In life, you can only ever be scared when you believe in limits. You can only ever feel lonely when you stop doing things. You can only ever become bored when you no longer follow your heart. And you can only ever get overwhelmed when you think that the illusions are real. Phew! Who knew it could be so easy to get on track? The universe. This one's interesting. And on Friday, the universe said, "Yo ho ho, it's time to have fun." Whereupon it invented imagination, and there was a huge gasp among the angels, for it was clear that the reins of power in time and space had been passed to those so blessed, and that they would be left to discover this for themselves. And it was good. Happy anniversary. P.S. And as the angels quickly gathered, there in line stood you. Excuse me. Interesting. I actually have only read a handful of these. I have another book by him that I didn't even realize was by him until I started reading it, and I noticed that it was, this is the book, sorry, and I noticed that it was written like these, and I was like, that feels like that same guy, and it turns out it is. He just made an entire book based on just the notes without all of the extra stuff. I think the other book is called Playing the Matrix. Something like that. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like this was pretty good. Very long. But that is a good thing. I feel like for a bonus, that is acceptable. Alright guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you for exchanging energy with me. Thank you to everyone who has already donated and subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and you resonate, please do so. It really, really helps. And I'm going to go tend to this child of mine who's banging on the door. I'll see you guys later. Love you all so much. Bye.